Hi, my name is Dr. Gareth and I'm one of the coaches at HELM. I'm going to be doing a series of science workshops from December onwards at HELM. Today we're going to be doing a science experiment that you can do at home, which is about testing chemicals using something called an indicator. Here I have an indicator solution. This is made of red cabbage, okay? And when it's neutral, it's a purple colour, but if you add acids to it, it goes a more red colour, and if you add bases to it or alkalis to it, it goes bluer. I just want to show you as an example. I'm going to add something to it. Let's just look at the colour of this at the moment. It's a purpley colour. Okay. I'm going to add a chemical to it and it's going to change colour. I'm going to add a bit of this. Hopefully you can see that it's changed colour to a pink colour. So this is what indicators do. They change colour depending on the pH of the solution that you've got in it. So that allows you to work out what the pH is. We're going to test chemicals that you might find at home to see whether they're acids or alkalis. We're going to test vinegar, lemon juice, some washing up liquid, some lemonade, some clothes washing liquid, hand washing liquid, toothpaste, and some bicarbonate of soda. All of these are chemicals that you can find at home and you can have fun testing with your indicator solution. First of all, we're going to make our indicator solution. So all you need for your indicator solution is some red cabbage that you can buy from the supermarket. You need to cut it up into little pieces. So once you've cut up your red cabbage, you need to put it in some hot water, and hot preferably with a lid, so it's not too hot and doesn't burn anybody. So let's put it in a plastic container like this. As many of the nice red bits as possible from around the edges. Okay, so you don't need to use it all, but that'll do it for a while. And then we're just going to add some boiling water to it. So. And then we're just going to give it a bit of a stir. And we'll leave it for 10 or 15 minutes to cool down. Put the lid on so it doesn't get tipped up. There are other types of indicators you can use. There's some that you can buy on the internet quite easily. This is called universal indicator paper, and this is a yellow colour that you can buy quite easily, and that changes colours, and there's a handy little guide telling you what pH each colour refers to. You will be able to download a sheet like this which has got the colours of the different pHs for purple cabbage. And you can guess beforehand whether you think they're acids or alkalis, so trying to make a prediction, scientific prediction. Then you can test the chemicals with the purple indicator and say what colour they go, and then you can use the colour chart here to work out whether they're pH 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 14. Okay, so you can work out whether they're acids or alkalis. It's good to have a few containers that you can use to hold your purple cabbage juice, and then we're going to add some different chemicals. So I'm going to add some of my cabbage juice to these containers. You can use pipettes like this, which just sucks up purple cabbage. Let's see if it's hot, probably a good idea to use a pipette. Something like that. Okay, probably enough. So you can see the colour of it, you can see it's purple. You can add some water to it if you want, so you can see the colour better. Yeah. Water doesn't change the colour of the purple cabbage juice because water should be pH 7, which is neutral. So we've got our our purple indicator solution here. I'll add a bit of lemon juice, probably don't need very much, see what happens with the colour. Okay, you can see that that's changed quite quickly. Okay, much more pink colour now. And if we compare that to our pH scale, it's something like somewhere between a pH 2 and a pH 4. Each time you do this, you're going to need more purple cabbage juice because you can't reuse the one that you've already done. Okay, so that's already had acid in it now. It's best to leave it as it is, and then we'll just give it some more stuff to test something else. Okay, let's test some bicarbonate of soda now. I'm going to put a little bit of that here. I might put a bit of water in as well. Bicarbonate of soda. Give it a bit of a stir. Hopefully you can see that's changed colour, so it's a much bluer colour. So let's try testing some lemonade this time. A little bit of lemonade in. Okay, so it doesn't need very much, but you can see that the colour changes quite quickly. And it's gone quite quickly again. Okay, so that's another acid, but not quite as red as this one, okay? So it's a bit purplier, so it's probably pH 4 or something like that. And this time let's test some hand wash. Okay, so this is normal hand wash that we bought from the supermarket. And in here. So stir. Right, now the colour seems pretty similar to the purple cabbage juice we started with. So this hand wash here is not acidic, it hasn't got any acid in it, and it hasn't got any alkali in it either, or any bases in it, so it's staying perfect. Okay, so it's neutral. And we'd expect that really, because this is for putting on your hands, okay, so it's probably quite, it could be used for sensitive skin, so it's not likely to have any acid or alkali. I've got some more purple cabbage juice, and I'm going to test it. So let's test washing up liquid. Let's stir. Ooh. That's changed colour a bit, so it's gone a bit pinker. Can't see it that much. That's slightly changed colour compared to that one. It's slightly pinker. Okay, so that's a slight acid. And let's try vinegar. Now, we don't need much vinegar to get an instant change. The vinegar goes very red. Okay, so that's a very strong acid. Well, it's not very strong. So vinegar's gone very red, so that's a stronger acid than that. Let's do some laundry gel. Okay. Yeah. It's not easy to tell what the colour is, so just put a little bit of water in. It's easier. The water doesn't really change like that. And you'll see that that one's gone quite blue. Okay, so that means that the laundry gel is an alkali. It's quite blue. It's like somewhere between pH 8 and pH 9. Okay. And the last one I want to do is some toothpaste. Okay. good. You need it to mix in quite well, okay? So just do it quite well. We're starting to change colour anyway. I think you can see that that's starting to go blue. Okay? So the toothpaste is an alkali. We could look at our results that we've written down in our table, and I haven't written them down yet, but if you've written them down, I'd like you to compare the different things which are acids and the different things which are alkalis, and you should see a pattern. Okay? You should see that the things we eat, so lemonade, vinegar, things that we drink, lemon juice, they are quite acidic. Okay? So there's quite a few acids that we eat and drink. You should see that the things that we clean with, so the bicarbonate of soda, the washing liquid, the toothpaste, and the washing up liquid, that they are alkaline. Okay, so try and have a bit of an experiment and have a bit of fun with it and see what you can find out. Okay, so thank you for listening. Okay, I'm Dr. Gareth, and I'll be doing some more of these videos for you over the next couple of weeks. Next week, we're going to do an experiment to make a spectrometer. That's something that breaks up light into the different constituent colours that it's made from. And we're going to make this out of a CD and a long tube of some kind. So maybe a kitchen roll tube or a tube of some foil that you've got or something like that. And we're going to need some scissors and some paper, and we're going to turn that into a spectrometer. Okay, so hopefully you can have a go at that next week. Try and get some of those too.